Steps of the program which we've designed to help new users familiarize themselves with the main areas of functionality in the platform. What we will be going to cover in this tutorial video are campaign setup, task management, familiarizing yourself with UI, exporting data, and support. Firstly, let's talk about setting up campaigns. We talk in terms of domains and campaigns. A site or a subdomain is a domain. A campaign is, if you like, a project you create in relation to a domain. You can create an unlimited number of campaigns for each domain you set up. To add a site, click here and follow a simple 6-step process. In step 1, business and campaign details. Firstly, enter your business name. We need this for local SEO checks. We also ask you to enter your Google Plus profile for this site, as this data will be used in a forthcoming new feature. Next, select a target market. We use this for link prospecting and for obtaining market-specific search volumes and other data for your keywords. Give your campaign a name. It will default to initial site optimization. Enter a start date and an end date. It will default to a year from today. And if you like, add a campaign description, possibly specifying the campaign's specific objectives. In step 2, competitors, enter some competitor URLs directly, or use a keyword or key phrase and click on Find Competitors. We'll then give you the top 10 results from google.com, and you can simply click on Add to add in competitor URLs. Alternatively, just enter some competitor domains directly into these boxes, and as you can see, the system will perform some quick URL checks to check their valid domains. If you want to track additional competitors, you just need to add a new campaign after setting this one up. The easiest way to do this is to add an additional campaign by using the Quick Links menu. Step 3 allows you to enter your first set of keywords, one on each line. You'll see a message up here telling you if you're exceeding your account limits. If you are and you continue, you will see a further pop-up window appear asking if you're happy to accept overage charges for exceeding your account limits. Don't worry if you don't know what keywords you want to add right now as you can add more later by clicking here or going to the keyword research section directly. I'll show you how to do that a little later. Further down here you can select up to 20 search engines for regular ranking checks, daily or weekly, depending on your subscription. A word about the monitored keywords limit. We treat each keyword we check against each search engine as one of your allowance used up. So if you, for example, add 100 keywords here and select 3 search engines, you're going to use up 300 keyword units from your account allowance. As you can see from this list, we support all the major Bing, Google and Yahoo variants, together with the Russian search engine Yandex and the major search engine from China, Baidu. You'll notice that for Google, we also provide the option of local ranking checks with this box. Here you can start typing in the name of a town or city, and the system will dynamically look that place up. We support 40,000 towns and cities worldwide for local ranking checks. Step 4 is about granting us access to your Google Analytics data, so we can pull in revenue, conversion, traffic and other metrics on a daily basis from GA. This option makes use of an authorization method called OAuth, which you'll be familiar with if you're an experienced user of Twitter. To get this working, firstly click on this button. You will need to ensure you have pop-ups enabled in your browser, as the system will ask you to log into your Google account and authorize access. It's a very simple process. Once you've done this, the system will try to automatically locate and select the appropriate GA profile. You also have this other option down here if, for whatever reason, the profile you want to use isn't listed. Step 5 is for configuring Google Webmaster Tools access. We highly recommend completing this part of the process, as we will import a lot of very useful analytics data and other data from GWT. This time around you simply need to enter a username and password and then click on Get Profiles and select the correct one. Finally, enter some branded terms. We show branded and non-branded traffic and ranking data in several areas of the platform, so it's worthwhile getting this right, although you can always adjust your brand filters later. Just use the Quick Links menu. And that's it. Once you've done all that, the system will start to queue and run back-end jobs and populate the modules in the system with lots of data. If you have configured Google Analytics during this process and would like us to backdate our import of GA data, then please raise a support ticket and let us know how far you'd like us to go back and for which site or sites. The default method is for us to get 3 calendar months worth of data from GA. As the system begins to run the background routines, you'll begin to see a whole host of data appear across the platform. To ensure you get the most out of the platform, you'll ideally want to see all your sites showing here as 100% set up. To get a site to 100%, we need 5 elements to be completed. You can work out what you're missing if your site isn't at 100% by clicking on the blue icon here and then clicking on the yellow campaign options icon. If anything is missing, it will show up here. Once you've set your site up and started to see data flowing in, you might want to decide to change the way the campaign has been set up. You might want to, for example, add more keywords for regular rank check. Firstly, to add more monitor keywords, go to the keyword research section of the software. There are a couple of ways to do this. It's actually held behind the monitored keywords module in the competitor and keywords tab. You can use the drop-down menus to get to this module, then click on the manage keywords button here, and finally click on the keyword research tab to reach this keyword suggestions table. You can also go directly from the My Site section, click on the blue icon. To view your campaigns, click on the yellow campaigns options icon and then click on the select monitor keywords link. This will take you to that table directly. The overall quickest way, however, is to simply use the add, edit monitored keywords option in the quick links menu. In this section of the software, you'll see the top traffic keywords we imported from Google Analytics for you, together with any you have added manually to the platform. You can also use our keyword suggestions tool to get additional mid-tail and long-tail suggestions. To do this, click on either of these buttons, enter some seed keywords, select Google, Bing or both and click on this green button. Simply then select the keywords you're interested in and click on this green button down here. A window will appear telling you that we're going to obtain further data for these keywords. We will actually obtain ranking data, analytics data, competition, search volume, CPC numbers, number of results from SEMrush for any keywords you add using this method. This is all completely free of charge. If you haven't actually yet decided whether to monitor any of these keywords, you're not using up any monitored keyword units. They simply pass into your keyword research suggestions table here. You can then decide whether to monitor those additional keywords for weekly or daily ranking checks. I'm going to show you how to monitor keywords. To monitor a keyword, simply click on the green plus buttons. To unmonitor, simply click on the red minus buttons. You can also multi-select keywords and use the apply to selected option here and select monitor keywords. As you tell the system to monitor keywords, you'll notice they get immediately added to the keyword group you have selected in this drop-down menu here. They will also then appear in the detailed monitored keywords module, which is available from this tab, and elsewhere in the software. The counter in the top right hand corner will also update to show you how many monitored keywords you're up to currently. So that's how you monitor keywords. If you want to check on your usage of the account at any time, you can access the usage section of the software by clicking on My Sites and then the Usage tab, or click on the Show Usage link here. This will show you your current high watermark of monitor keywords, pages crawled and backlinks. Should you be liable to incur any overage charges, then you'll see that reflected here. You'll also be able to pull a report off from this section detailing your usage for the previous month. Please note you will need to be an admin user in order to see this section. If you're at all curious as to how we calculate usage of the system, you might want to take a look at this article on our knowledge base. Now let's talk about the UI. Hopefully you should find the interface is pretty intuitive. The system contains 60 or more individual modules split into different sections. To access a particular module, you can either click on a menu and then click on the module, or use the forward and backlinks in a module you're already viewing. On most modules, you'll notice that you have green task buttons. Some have more specific names like keyword research or view blog links, for example. Clicking on any of these takes you to a task table. In these tables, you'll see lots of actionable detailed data, and you can make use of the built-in workflow part of the software. To do this, you can add detailed notes and the system will add a date and timestamp automatically. You can specify whether the time spent is billable if you're an agency working for a client, Set start, end and due dates, update the task progress and assign it to another member of your team. If you do this and tick this notify option, that team member will receive an email automatically with a link to this task table. You'll notice that if you do make use of the ability to add date stamped notes, when you go back into the task table later, you'll see a timeline of notes going back throughout the campaign. This can be useful for tracking the effect of different methods of dealing with different issues. It can be especially useful in areas like keyword research, as you can make notes to the keywords you're focusing on. What I want to cover now is a simple explanation of the various ways in which you can export data out of the system. First of all, let's deal with standard reports. We've designed a number of standard reports you can use. You can download a full site report, which in PowerPoint format would amount to around 60 slides for a typical site. You can also download section reports, module-only reports, or you can design custom reports. And if you design custom reports, which have been applied to the site in question, they will appear here at the bottom of this drop-down menu. In order to design a custom report, go to the My Sites Reports tab, click on Create Custom Report Template, or use this quick link option. I talk more about reporting in step 7 of the Welcome Program. You can also schedule reports from this part of the software. Click here, select the site in question, or apply the schedule to all your sites. You can also specify individual campaigns as well. Please note you can also select the date range the system uses for summarizing data. So if you're scheduling monthly reports, you usually want to select the last month option here. Please note if you schedule monthly reports, you might want to consider doing it for the 3rd or 4th of each month, because every time we import Google Analytics data, we refresh the final results for the previous 2 or 3 days. So scheduling reports to run bang on the end of the month may not give you the exact finalized numbers for that month. So that's standard and custom reports and report scheduling. Next, I want to show you how you can easily grab bits of data out of the system. One way is to download dynamic data sets by using this little neat download to CSV feature for downloading filtered tables. You can also download filtered charts using these two options. I'll demonstrate this quickly. Simply take a table and filter using various methods. Here, for example, I'll filter this table to show me where I'm currently ranking this week beyond rank 10 on one search engine and less than 10 on another. So this is the result, which updated very quickly. I can now download just that filtered table really quickly. Just click on this icon, the system will pull off the CSV file. Both the option to download filtered tables and charts in this way can be handy if you're already using your own standard reporting template, perhaps in Word for example, and you just want to grab bits of data from the platform to include in your own Word or Excel report. Finally, the last remaining issue I want to cover in this introductory video is the issue of support. If you have any queries at all regarding using the platform, you can refer to the detailed user manual, which can be downloaded from the Customers tab of our main website. Alternatively, you can ring us, phone numbers are given on our website, or you can use the Support tab in the app, which includes a searchable knowledge base. Any ticket you do raise will be dealt with promptly, professionally and efficiently. You can also use our ticketing system to track your ticket progress. So if you have any queries at all, by all means get in touch. Step 2 of this introductory video course will cover keyword research, ranking and reporting.